your way of life carry more honest, truthful. That brings self-confidence. That increase inner strength. Like Mahatma Gandhi ji. So therefore, now this country, I think you can check Egyptian civilization, Chinese civilization, and Sand Valley's Indus Valley civilization. I think this Indus Valley civilization, which is India's civilization, I think produced most great thinkers, philosopher, not in Chinese tradition or Egyptian sort of civilization. I don't think. So, this country, over 3,000 years now, produce a lot of great thinkers, and India still keep, or the influence of ahimsa still there. As a result, this now most populated democratic country very peaceful and religious harmony there because ahimsa. In our neighbor country, Afghanistan, and these Syria and Iraq, this area, same Muslim, Sunni, Shia fighting, killing. And then Egypt, Christian and Muslim problem. And unfortunately, in Burma, Buddhist, Muslim, some problem. So it is unthinkable. All major religious traditions carry same message of love, in spite of different philosophy. People who suppose follow practice of loving kindness and fighting each other, killing each other. Unthinkable. When we saw these things, really we admire India's 1,000-year-old religious harmony. These, because of 1,000-year-old India's tradition, ahimsa. So intellectual level, debate, criticism, but physical level, very peaceful. Within Nalendra's also the Buddhist scholars. So a lot of sort of argument, a lot of criticism each other, but very peaceful. So now India is the living example. All major religious traditions can live together and mutual respect, and sometimes mutual learning. That's India's also 1,000-year-old concept of ahimsa that creates that kind of religious harmony. And politically also, it's a democratic country. During election, a little bit heated discussions or criticism sometimes happen, but very peaceful. Okay. So India's 1,000-year-old tradition, ahimsa, karuna, and also this country, over 3,000 years, concept of shamatha, single-pointed meditation, and the concept of vipassana, analytical meditation, already developed in this country. So India truly, I think, produce many great thinkers. So India's 1,000-year-old tradition, ahimsa and karuna, now world need. So firstly, within the country, now here, the teachers and the students you should pay more attention about this ancient Indian knowledge. The ahimsa, not just a slogan, but inside karuna. Karuna carried ahimsa. So karuna not through prayer, but training. So in that respect, as you mentioned, the Nalanda tradition, Sanskrit tradition, Buddha himself, told his follower, "Oh, my follower, monks, scholars should not accept my teaching out of faith, out of devotion, but rather thorough investigation and experiment." So Buddha himself expressed that way. So Pali tradition, according also the Nalanda tradition, the Buddha first Dharma teaching soon after he enlightened at Sanath, that recorded in Pali. Now Sri Lanka, Burma, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, now these countries seriously practice, follow these Buddha's teaching. The monkhood, wonderful. Now, second Dharma teaching Buddha give at Rajgiri. Now, mainly in Sanskrit. So we say Paramita Sutra he taught at Rajgiri. Marve, Rajgiri. No. So there Paramita Sutra. Lot of explanation about ultimate reality of everything. So that the Nalanda institution, as an academic institution, now they carry the particular Buddha Dharma in general, particularly the Sanskrit tradition. That very much utilize our brain, analyze. So one of my Indian friend, Raja Ramana, late Raja Ramana, he told me once, quantum physics in Europe, something new. In this country, over 2,500 years already developed quantum physics. It's very true. So now these days, now over 40 years, I have a serious discussion with modern scientists, including quantum physicists. So I want to share one of my secret, that is when the quantum physicists, they explain about quantum physics, and I humbly listen. But inside my mind, I feel I know better. Because we 20, 30 years study that. And not only study intellectual level, meditate in daily. So the quantum physicists, they say there's nothing objective, nothing exists objectively, ultimately related with observer. Then modern quantum physicists, if we raise the question, where is observer? No answer. In this country, you see, thoroughly investigate where is self, where is I. So now here, you see the differences, Atma concept, Anatma theory, different sort of theories, because they investigate where is self, where is I. So now, like the, as I mentioned earlier, so quantum physics, as Raja Ramana says, it is very true. So therefore, Then psychology. Many psychologists, scientists, you see, when we explain about these things, they show eagerness to learn from ancient Indian psychology. So sometimes little bit sort of exaggeration, expressing, as far as the psychology is concerned, Western psychologist knowledge compare Indian psychology, their psychology sort of level is a kindergarten level. Indian psychology highly developed. So now more and more psychologists from West is really showing as a result of more discussion like that. And then quantum physics, as already I mentioned. And then logic, or the Nalanda tradition, especially, you see, sort of emphasis, importance of logical approach. Even Buddha's own word, we never say yes, yes, no, why? We raise question and investigate. Then Buddha's teaching, some Buddha's teaching, when he investigate, further sort of clear about his teaching through reasoning, then we accept that. But some Buddha's teaching, according particular audience, you see some his sort of teaching, little bit sort of, also they, not very, when we thoroughly investigate some contradiction, so we reject even Buddha's own word. Like Nalendra's, the top scholar, like Nagarjuna, and Aryadeva, Buddhapalita, and Dharmakirti, Chandrakirti. Now these people investigate Buddha's own teaching. When they find some through reasoning, investigate some sort of contradiction, then we reject Buddha's own word. So we, according now Nalanda tradition, we say Buddha's teaching, some Buddha's teaching literally can accept, some Buddha's teaching literally we cannot accept. That's quite unique. So that shows we emphasis reasoning, investigation. So Nalanda master, many Nalanda master, they emphasis reasoning, logical approach.